Have you ever felt like you're always a little more aware than everyone else? Like you notice the shift before anyone names it? Why do you feel responsible for the emotional temperature of a room that isn't even yours? Why does your body tense when voices rise, even slightly? Why does your mind rehearse conversations that haven't even happened yet? And why does it sometimes feel like you've lived a lifetime internally, while everyone else seems lighter? Stay here for a moment. Don't rush past that feeling. You've probably been called strong, independent, mature. You've got it together. But strength can be learned too early. Independence can be forced. And maturity can be survival. You don't overreact. You overprocess. You don't explode. You absorb. You don't ask for much. You adjust. You became very good at adjusting. You learned how to read moods before asking for your own needs. You learned when to stay quiet, when to shrink, when to make things easier. Not because someone told you directly, but because it felt safer. It felt safer to be low maintenance. Safer to not need too much. Safer to be fine. So you carried things privately. Confusion, loneliness, questions you didn't have language for. And nobody necessarily meant harm. There wasn't always shouting. There wasn't always chaos. Sometimes there was just absence. Absence of being deeply noticed. Absence of someone saying, "I see what you're feeling." So you learned to witness yourself. And when a person becomes their own witness too early, they grow depth, but they also grow distance. A quiet kind of distance. The kind where you can sit in a group and still feel slightly outside of it. Not rejected, just unseen. When someone goes through too much emotionally, especially in early years, their nervous system adapts. Not dramatically, gradually. Think of your nervous system like a radar system. If storms come unexpectedly, again and again, the radar becomes hyper alert. It scans constantly, even when skies are clear. That's not weakness, that's training. Another way to see it, imagine growing up without emotional subtitles. Feelings were present, but not explained. No one translated them for you, so you became the translator. You studied tone, facial expression, silence. You became fluent in emotional nuance because you had to. And that hyper-awareness doesn't disappear in adulthood, it just becomes your personality. Now let's talk about overthinking. Overthinking is often a nervous system trying to prevent surprise. It replays conversations to search for threat. It imagines future scenarios to avoid being caught off guard. It prepares and prepares and prepares because unpredictability once felt unsafe. So your brain built a strategy. If I understand everything, I can protect myself. But here's the quiet cost. When your system is always scanning, it rarely rests. You become emotionally intelligent, but easily overstimulated. You read between lines that other people don't even see. You sense tension before anyone admits it exists. You notice when someone's smile doesn't reach their eyes. That's depth, but depth is heavy. Now let's talk about emotional neglect. Not abuse, not dramatic trauma. Neglect is quieter. It's when emotions weren't mirrored, when your sadness wasn't fully met, when your excitement wasn't fully joined, when your fear wasn't fully held. It's subtle, but the nervous system remembers subtlety. It remembers what wasn't there, and so it becomes self-reliant, hyper-aware, internally you're monitoring everything. That monitoring is not paranoia, it's adaptation. Who laughs but watches reactions. Imagine someone who feels deeply connected to people, yet struggles to fully relax around them. Who craves closeness but instinctively braces for disappointment. Imagine someone who rarely asks for reassurance, not because they don't need it, but because needing once felt unanswered. Imagine someone who sends a simple message and then rereads it 5 times, not for spelling, for emotional impact. Too cold? Too much? Too distant? Too eager? Imagine someone who is the emotional support friend, the listener, the steady one. But when asked, "What's wrong?"
Do you feel older than your age emotionally? Do you feel responsible for keeping peace even when it isn't your job? Do you relax easily, or do you stay slightly alert even in safe spaces? When someone pulls away, does your mind immediately search for what you did wrong? Do you downplay your past by saying it wasn't that bad? If someone truly slowed down and asked how you feel, would you minimize it? Would you say you're fine? Or would something inside you hesitate? And if you stopped adjusting for just one moment, who would you be? There is nothing wrong with you. Your system learned from experience. It adapted to keep you steady. You became perceptive, thoughtful, emotionally intelligent. You learned how to survive without loud damage. And that survival shaped you quietly. You are not too sensitive. You are well trained. You are not dramatic. You are aware. You are not broken. You are layered. Yes, it can feel heavy. Yes, it can feel lonely. But it is also depth. And depth is rare. The part of you that scans for danger once protected something tender. And that tender part is still here. Still capable of connection. Still capable of softness. Still capable of rest. You didn't imagine your experience. You adapted to it. And somehow, you're still here. Still reflective. Still conscious. Still aware. And sometimes, awareness itself is the beginning of peace.